If you work on yourself enough, you become fully confident. You set perfect boundaries. Heal yourself enough. And then regulate your nervous system to the extent that you control it. Then you become successful. Then you reach to your goal. Then you become irresistible. And society will respond predictably. That's a fantasy, a very dangerous one. That's when we usually pause our life, hide ourselves in a room, and then wondering why nothing is moving forward. What happened to our goal? Why we feel so stuck? The truth is, people, society, the system is not controlled by experiment. Fitting is not anatomical, it's relational. And promise that you can work on yourself enough and you will become irresistible is a kind of dangerous assumption that creates people that are extremely lonely. Because hidden inside the idea is a quiet assumption that you are variable and entire world is fixed. Let me give you an example. When I was young, I was always reading books, hiding myself in my room, reading books, living with my books. And I knew lots of things. And I was always rewarded by my family, adults around me, my parents, not because I was so knowledgeable. What I understood later, it was because I was predictable for them. And who doesn't want to have a child who is predictable? And without anyone telling me out loud, I learned a very dangerous equation. Knowledge equal competence. It felt logical. It felt safe for me and for my family. And it was completely also wrong. Because then I entered in society, university, work, real dynamics. And suddenly knowledge become minimum requirement. What actually was needed and required was application, judgment, timing, and most important, interactions. And that's when the moments of broken illusion started. Because intelligence without context is illusion. So reading about improving your relationship without having one is not learning. It's just rehearsing a role that you never step in. It's just like being an alien and reading a manual of how to walk among human beings without noticing that you don't have two legs. You're highly informed, but also deeply untested. You know in theory how to walk, but you don't have the most important tools, two legs. So this made me ask one question. First of all, let me tell you, I'm not against self-improvement. Self-improvement is very necessary. But the question is this: what we are going to improve, really? What are we actually trying to improve? That's the question. Are we trying to improve how reality works, or are we going to improve how we look inside the reality? Because lately, self-improvement has quietly changed the direction, the target. So self-improvement becomes rehearsing a theory without even testing it in a real life. So what we do, we read, we plan, we rehearse, we look at 1,000 ideas, we watch 1,000 videos, and slowly, something starts to happen. And what is that? We start having this feeling of progress without any real movement. A small dopamine hits on the paper, but in reality, nothing is actually moved forward. It used to be about how we understand the world better, how we understand the life better. It was one of the first questions that we had, our ancestors had, and still we have today. But then the question shifted, mostly about managing how we are perceived inside it, how we are interpreted, how we are received, how we feel about how we are seen. So instead of asking, how well do I understand the word? We are asking, how well does the word respond to me? And that's a real illusion. Real improvement doesn't happen before life. It happens inside the life, inside awkward conversations, bad timing, wrong decision, misreading signals, trying again and again. Improvement doesn't precede life. It happens inside it. It emerges from interaction, from failure, from learning. And the idea is not that glamorous, but it's the real one. So if you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe. Not to prepare yourself for life, but to actually live inside the life. And if you have any ideas, thoughts, even disagreements, or real experience with self-improvement, I would love to read about it. So please write it down in the comments. And until next week, goodbye.